In order to stop the out-of-control train, Spider-Man shot out countless strands of web again. He stuck them to the buildings on both sides and used his body to withstand all the force. His clothes were slowly torn apart by the gravitational force, and even the train began to deform. He exerted all his strength to stop it, and finally managed to bring the train to a halt at the end of the railway track. He saved the lives of everyone on the train. The exhausted hero passed out. The crowd held up Spider-Man's body and carefully placed him on the ground. When Peter woke up, he found that his true face had been revealed to everyone. At this moment, a child brought back the lost mask. For the first time, Spider-Man was recognized by the people. Just then, Dr. Octopus launched another attack. Taking advantage of Spider-Man's weakness, he tried to capture him. Dr. Octopus kidnapped Spider-Man. His intention was to exchange Spider-Man and Harry for precious chemical elements. Harry was about to attack Spider-Man. When Peter took off his Spider-Man mask, Harry was completely stunned. Spider-Man turned out to be his good friend Peter. However, Peter didn't have the time to care about personal grudges. His primary goal was to stop the Doctor's nuclear experiment. When Spider-Man arrived, Dr. Octopus's nuclear experiment had already started. Spider-Man kicked the Doctor into the water and gave him a good beating. But at this time, the nuclear fusion was getting bigger and bigger, and all the magnetic forces around were being drawn in by it. Seeing that the girl was in danger, Spider-Man had no choice but to ignore the fight and shot out a strand of web to save Mary Jane. But he himself was in danger and was hung up and beaten by Dr. Octopus, who then prepared to get rid of Spider-Man. At the critical moment, Spider-Man pulled up the power cord. In an instant, the Doctor was electrocuted and became Dr. Lightning. Taking the opportunity, Spider-Man pulled out the power cord with all his might, but the experiment still couldn't be stopped. As the nuclear fusion grew larger and larger, everything in the whole city began to be drawn in by it. The city was on the verge of destruction. Spider-Man had no choice but to take off his mask. The Doctor was shocked. It turned out that Peter was the Doctor's favorite former student. As the mechanical arms were soaked in water, the Doctor regained his self-awareness. The Doctor finally came to his senses and decided to solve this disaster himself. He used his mechanical arms to grab the nuclear fusion and pushed it into the ocean. The nuclear experiment was completely destroyed. Peter picked up the girl in his arms and swung away on his way.